My name is Connie Boyd. I'm a magician, director, producer, mentor, and thanks to a global pandemic, I am now a YouTuber, and I represent magical women. For me, magic represents the feeling of wonder and awe, and to suspend your problems and to believe in the impossible. I started in theater as a classical dancer, and it was a magician named Barclay Shaw that actually inspired me to be a magician. And magic has taken me around the world, and it has brought so many remarkable travels, stories, and meeting people. And once again, I think the most important thing about being a magician is making people feel something impossible. For that moment, that time, you're flying, you're making money appear, you're doing something that lifts their spirit. I think magic is important to lift your spirit. I think the most important quality in a magician is A, passion, and B, to love your audiences and to give yourself to your audiences so that they feel that commitment and that you are interested in them and that you really want to understand them and for them to feel the passion that you feel. That's a very difficult lesson to learn because you must learn to be comfortable with yourself as a person, and then you can give yourself as a person on stage. And it takes a lot of confidence and a lot of courage to be yourself on stage. For me, the best magic performances come from the performer, and it doesn't matter if it's grand illusion or if it's intimate close-up. It's the sincerity of the performer, it's telling stories, and it's interacting with the audience. A good magician should be give and take. You should listen to your audience, respond to your audience, and give back. And so I think that is the best magic, are magicians who respect and perform for their audience. Oh, did I become a YouTuber?
Oh,
Okay.
and why?
I always, through magic, I had a YouTube channel for promotional purposes for my magic shows. But I became a YouTuber because of pandemic, and there were no sources for women in magic globally that were documenting women in magic, past, present, and for the future. And so I recognized that, and I dedicated the last 2.5 years to documenting women in magic, which I know very well. One of the most wonderful experiences from the YouTube channel is meeting so many talented women that are the best in their field in all areas of magic. And the future is so bright, from the youngest to the oldest. They're just really, really inspiring. If we're talking about Spain, I'd love to talk about Dania Diaz, because I really love Dania Diaz's work and the fact that she talks about her family and that she incorporates her stories into her magic, and it makes her so personable and so real, and she's exactly the type of magician that I was talking about before. I think that probably it's all magicians, but most certainly I have noticed from all of the female magicians is resilience and to defy the odds and to do it with grace and with dignity and to treat people as they would like to be treated. And I think that those are wonderful qualities that I've learned from the other female magicians. There are 3 magicians that I would love to meet, and the first is Adelaide Herman, and the fact that she overcame such unsurmountable odds and became a huge superstar celebrity in the Victorian era and defied all of the odds. I would love to meet her. I'd love to have coffee with her, and I would like to understand more about her other than her memoirs. The second magician, it would be Joni Spina, because Joni Spina was my very best friend, and she has passed. But she really represented probably the best magic that I perform is a result of Joni Spina's influence. And the third person would be Diana Zimmerman. And Diana Zimmerman, to this day, still is a mentor to me and continues to encourage me and to represent the positivity and giving back in magic and using magic for a greater good. And I think that that is incredibly important. So all 3 of those women are remarkable, and they make you look to the future. There is so much information available on the internet in this time that I think that we need to focus back on history, because we can go forward and we can learn technique through the internet. So I would say the Illustrated History of Magic is a very important book for everyone to read, because you can understand, if you understand the history, that helps to influence the future. But I would also suggest that you use the internet as a resource. You can find all of the Tarbell course on the internet for free, and there's all kinds of access to many different resources on the internet. Of course, you should watch the Women in Magic YouTube channel, which is a representation of female magicians, past and present, and it's an absolute fantastic resource for anybody, male or female, to see why magicians have been successful, and to hopefully influence you and inspire you to be successful yourselves. I truly believe that the future for female magicians is now, and I think it's represented here at FISM, and I think that we will see many, not dozens of female magicians. It's not going to matter the gender, it's going to matter that the magic is superb quality, and there are so many, dozens and dozens and dozens of contemporary magicians who are fantastic at what they do. And so the future of magic is women, but it's also everyone that is creative and inventive, and it's exciting. It's an exciting time.